3 wall. And then of course you got your 4 wall. And then this court is very dynamic. Front and back.
And you have 2 exits here?
2 exits right there. Different design. Different design in handball. So wherever you play, doesn't matter what wall you play in, as long as you're bringing 1 wall, 2 wall, 3 wall, 4 wall, even 6 wall. So the dynamics of 1 wall involving themselves with 3 wall as a combined makes the game a lot better. I really feel the game is very, it's intensifying. And having the New York guys here, the Florida guys here, people from out of state, bring handball and combine in conjunction together with all facets, 1 wall, 2 wall, 3 wall, 4 wall, and the 6 wall that we did have, brings a lot of people together because we love the sport. We're here for the sport because we love it so much, and that's what it comes right down to. If you don't love the sport, you shouldn't be here.
May I ask what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Steve Garcia. I'm from Whittier, California, originally from Whittier, California. Currently I live in Menifee, California, closer to Temecula. Moved out there 20 years ago, but I have handball there too. So I also have my 1 wall courts there, and then also 3 wall courts. And then my home court there would be RCC, Riverside Community College. That's where I started my passion of handball again, because I left it for 16 years to play other sports. Played baseball and soccer, was a goalkeeper, very good one. And then I got the itch to play handball again. And once I got the itch to play handball again, it took time to get it all back. But once I got it all back, the love is there. The passion is back, you know, and I stopped all the other sports to play this sport once again. And I'm very passionate about my handball. And I like to ref the matches because I like to be involved. I also like to play. But I like to be involved with Tom and Javi and Peter Pinto, Next Generation Handball coming together and combining, you know, forces. It makes the game a lot more better. It beautifies. It gives it a beauty to the game, and that's what we're all about. Giving a little parts of us that people don't see. You know what I mean? Handball is a great thing. It's 1 wall, 1 ball. That's all you need to play handball. You know, it's not that expensive to play handball.
Please move a little bit. It's kind of hot from this one. How long have you been playing this sport?
I've been playing since I was 5 years old. I started playing 4 wall small ball. The 4 wall small ball is probably the professional side of sports. A lot of pros in small wall transition over to 3 wall, just like we transition over to small ball. You know what I mean? I've been small ball all my life. I switched over at 14 to 3 wall big ball, and switching over, it all meshed together. You know, playing indoor 4 wall small ball and having kind of a professionalism of the game, and then transferring it over to outdoor 3 wall. The combination just combined, and I was a great player at a young age. You know, I won my first A's champion at 16 years old.
Nice.
So at 13, I was already winning C's. 14, 15, I was already winning the B's. At 16 years old, me and my partner, we won our first A doubles at La Mirada versus the best of the best, and we're 16 and 17-year-old kids. You know, but because we have the passion for the game, doesn't matter what court we're at, how much money you bet, or we don't bet money. I love to play without betting. I love to play the game without betting any money because there's nothing involved, just handball. There's no money. But there's a lot of betting in handball, and people love to bet. I don't like to bet per se because I ref the matches. Oh no, the referee's betting. So why they put them? You know what I mean? So put somebody that's honest to ref the matches, and combined with that, with all the professionalism we got here, it's a great thing. It's a great thing.
Let's talk about gang violence and the way your courts were torn down.
Huh?
About gang
Yeah, it happens. Certain neighborhoods, due to the gang violence, the city shut us down. They tore down the courts, my court especially, but 100 other courts got torn down too, just due to the fact that they wanted to stop, people coming together to play handball, even though there's professional handball players there playing in the A and the B court, and there might have been, the neighborhood playing in the third court. You know what I mean? That's how we kind of made it. It's like they had the third court, we had the first two courts. So they're involved in handball. Like I say, 80 to 90% live in neighborhoods, and they also play handball. So it's a part of life. For me, it's always been a part of life because I've had it at my home courts, and going to other courts and experience other players and experience other different designs of courts helps you in the long run. But we here in Cali, baby. Well, we're here in Las Vegas, but a Cali boy, But it was great to meet you.
Sir, just one suggestion. Yes, it was great to meet you.
Great to meet you.
Since this gang violence is not avoidable, you cannot avoid this. Maybe what do you think if we put cameras that stream live 24/7?
Yeah.
So people know that whatever they do there is.
Yeah, we're doing this at a professional level, and that's what it takes. The professional level of bringing the cameras to the court and bringing some type of organization so people could see it's not all about gang violence. The courts weren't about gang violence. The courts were somewhere where we got away and get to play a game that we love. You know what I mean? Even you could have been a regular person, a gang member, or just somebody just wanted to play the game. The game's for everybody. It's not just it's not what they call a prison game. A prison sport. It was never a prison sport. Handball has been around forever, and they do play it in prison, and a lot of good players came out of prison. There's probably one or two right here that are playing that spend time in prison, and a long time, but developed their game on the inside. They had 3-wall courts in prison, 1-wall courts in prison. So there was a lot that have to do with handball that people don't see. A lot of people don't see that part of handball, and they're professionals. When they come out here, they're professionals in the game, and they play at a pro level, and that's what it takes. It doesn't matter what skin color you are, where you're from, what state, what city. You come to play the game of handball. You come give it all you got, and you're very passionate about what you do on the court. Respect the game. It's all about respecting the game. Once you respect the game, the game will respect you.
It's played a lot in jail, though. They say it's a prison game and it's played out in prison. Why is it played so much in prison?
Because they have a lot of walls. You know what I mean? There's walls. There's so many big walls in there. The people started developing play in prison because they've been playing for the longest time in prison. They've been playing since the 1920s. They've been playing in prison. Was it 1700s? The nuns were playing up against the wall in Rome at the church. Nuns. Instead of the 1700s, the nuns were playing up against the wall. They had nothing to do, so they went to go play handball against the wall. The sport's been out there for so long. It's just people haven't seen it. You know what I mean? There's so many professional baseball players, football players, boxers. Mike Tyson trains and plays with the handball. The great Bambino plays handball. Was it Jake Plummer plays 4-wall handball? There's so many professional players out there that utilize handball as a training for their pro sports. They're professionals in their own sport. They auto utilize handball for training purposes. You know what I mean? And we're talking about Mike Tyson. Big names, Jake Plummer. I mean, there's so many names on the list that handball's always been around. It's never left. Like I said, people use it to train. Different sports. You could play. You could be a football player, baseball player, but they train with handball. They know the sport, so they train. So and they're at a top level. Imagine if they were playing our sport, 24/7. The game is out there.
What have you learned in life, in a long life?
Family. Your family first. Handball second. Because I love my handball. Handball second. It's kind of like my family brought me into it, and I'm gonna bring my family into handball. My father brought me into handball. Garcia, love you, Dad. Thank you for giving me the passion to be the best I could be. Thank you, Dad. Appreciate you. Thank you, Mom. Rest in peace. I love you. Yeah, man. Beautiful thing.